Welcome to the Open Studio. What's going on, Twitch? Welcome to the Open Studio. 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 Welcome to the Open Studio.
Hey, what's going on, Twitch? Thanks for coming to the Open Studio. It is April Fool's Day, literally the worst holiday ever. I hate it. People think I like it because I'm a comedian. I think it's dog shit, top to bottom, straight up dog shit. People just lie to you. Like, people you trust are like, hey, this, and you're like, really? And they're like, no. It's like, all right, that's not a joke. You just lied, and I believed you because I love you. You know, I believe that's gaslighting. This is National Gaslighting Day. Call Teen Vogue. It's bad. So anyways, but I like this dimension. I did have fun with the dimension. Jackie Manti created this dimension. So if you look at the outside, that's the joke setup. And then right above me in my dimension, in my screen background, is the punchline. So it's why is a policeman like a rainbow? Because he rarely appears until the storm is over. So this is off a cigarette pack from like the 1800s. So if you ever, if people always try to like lie, they're like, back in my day, people respected the cops. Everyone's always hated the cops. They've always stinked. So don't let anyone lie to you. This package is from a cigarette pack in like the 1880s. So, but thank you to Jackie Manti for making this. Thanks to Mike Gow for the intro. Where you saw all the credits. And if you saw a name and you want to know what they do, you want to hang out with them, you may want to DM them something like borderline inappropriate, not criminal, but just like, you know, she shouldn't be sending this, but it's late, you've had a little too much to drink. Go in the description and find links to everybody. And even all our performers tonight will be down there. So if you like someone, give them a follow their music, follow their stand-up, look at their videos, have fun. And more importantly, if you want to be a part of the show, everything we do is community generated. So if you're like, yeah, I want to be on the show, I want to give Justin something to float around in, whatever you want to do, man, just there's links to join, and you can join our Discord. That's the best way to connect. And we have stuff there for people that just want an audience too. So, but most importantly, if you like the show and you like watching this and all the other programs, we're doing more programs now. We're doing different stuff. We did some present show last couple of months. We got a new thing coming up, which I'll talk about later. So most importantly, just follow the Twitch channel and hang out with us. It'll be fun. So yeah, we have a great show tonight. So I've been actually talking, I can bring in my wife to swear by this, that I've been talking about this way before Chet Hanks started trending, but he did bring it public. So I'm going to add to the discourse. Everyone knows about White Boy Summer because of Chet Hanks. And, I think the reason people have got on board is not because of some adoration for white boys, but it's because we've all given up a summer, right? Some of us they had their last summer. And so I think this summer we're all like, hell yeah, let's all have a summer. And I think everyone's looking for a summer. I think we're going to have like 28 to 32 different kinds of summer. There's going to be more types of summer than genders, and it's going to be great. Everyone's going to get their own summer. So I would like to throw my hand. And like I said, I've been talking about this for weeks now, but like I said, I feel like I have to throw my hand in the ring. I would like to throw out a call for Big Boy Summer. We're doing Big Boy Summer. I'm the captain of it. I got rules just like my boy Chet. So if you want to know the rules of Big Boys, I'll add more. This is like the Bill of Rights. These are the first three, and then we can add more as I recruit other big boys and we decide what's important this summer. But rule one for Big Boy Summer is take your shirt off at the pool. You can't be swimming in your t-shirt. It clings to your body. It actually looks way worse. Take that shirt off. Now, you don't look hot and you're not a woman. No one's going to call you brave, but this is what you do. You be fun. That's your job. You're fun. You're doing cannonballs. You're splashing. If it's a mixed age thing, there's kids there. You're chucking them in the air. You're being fun. All right. You're bringing, you bring bratwurst to the barbecue, and then you pop that shirt off. You get that top off immediately. That's what you're doing. Also, in preparation for the pool, Big Boy Summer, work out. All right, but here are the rules. No cardio, not an ounce of it. All weights, all upper body. And here's why. You focus on shoulders and chest mostly. That's all you really want. Your body goals is Hank from Breaking Bad. That's what you're goaling for. And no cardio, be totally gassed every time you do anything physical, but look just like a brick shithouse. Just like look like you played D3 linebacker 12 years ago and you haven't worked out since. That's what you're going for. And don't worry about leg day, because if you've ever seen a fat man's calves, the most sculpted thing you've ever seen in your life. So you don't need to do squats. Everything you do during the day is a squat because you got that giant torso you're carrying around. So skip leg day, do 18 sets of bench press, towel off and head home. And then finally, hydrate. Just hydrate, because you need 82 light beers to get drunk because you're giant. And so, make sure to chase it with some water. All right. You sweat a lot, you're losing more water, replenish it, and don't be freaked out about sweating. Maybe this is rule 3B. Those are pheromones. Pump them out. All right. And just be a sexy, sexy man and feel good about it. Hashtag Big Boy Summer. I even created an emoji for it, or whatever you call him in Twitch. It is this guy. It's going to bounce on my screen maybe in a second here. It's the laughing guy and the Dorito, because that's what we're doing, big boys. We're having fun. We're eating snacks. This is our summer. All right. We had comorbidities, but if you're listening to this, that means you made it. All right. And you probably got your vaccine early because of your crazy BMI. It all worked out for you, didn't it? You start smoking, man, you're going to be getting those booster shots first too. You're going to be skipping grandmas in line. So Big Boy Summer, shout it out. If you're a big boy, you can come hang out. If you're a tall boy, I guess you can hang out, but I feel like you should have your own summer. I feel like anytime I talk to like male gay friends and female lesbian friends, they have this uneasy alliance. This is just general. This is just anecdotal, but it's like they don't share a lot in common except for like political goals, but they don't really hang out. I feel like that's big guys and tall guys, right? Like we share a store, right? It's like the big and tall store, but I'm a big boy. I don't really got love for the tall boys. I recognize we all have a similar cause politically in finding clothing that fits, but we have different problems in life and we hang out differently. So you're going to be talking about playing, D3 basketball, and we're, me and the big boys are going to find deals on buffets. So we got different goals, but respect to you. I hope you find a tall warrior to, coordinate your summer and its rules. But with that out of the way, let's get started with the show, man. We got a great show. Dude, the lineup is just bangerific. A bang sandwich on banger bread, and just throwing out some millennial terms. And so we got Alex Seligson doing some comedy up first. Then we got Glamhag showing a video. And then we got Lucia Whalen, returning champ Lucia Whalen, closing out with some music. She's got a new backdrop, but just like all the musical artists, great backdrop. They live in very nice homes. They're better people than comics. We've established that throughout this show. If you take one thing from the show, take that through line. So that'll be coming up. But first, let's get into a video that I put together. So this is a little series of videos I do on Instagram that it's probably the most fun thing I do. It's very silly and I have a lot of fun with it. It's called Gear Talk. And this is actually from last spring. But since everyone's been wearing pajamas for a year, the fashion advice is still applicable to this spring. And so just watch it. Like I don't go full trendy, so my advice is more evergreen, and especially like the world has paused, so you can rewatch this. And I got a bunch of episodes up there. If you want to go to my Instagram, you can see more of these. And it's, obviously it's good big boy advice too. Hashtag big boy summer, laugh Dorito guy. You know what I'm talking about. So it's a cool vid. If you like them, go to my Instagram and find a whole bunch of them. And so I think this is good advice getting into spring of what you can wear. And that's it. I'm done talking. I think that's all for me. So we're going to show the video and then I'll be back and then we'll introduce your first performer. So thank you guys so much for twitching with us tonight. Please keep sounding off in the chat and we're going to have a fun show tonight. So play that video, guys. Thanks for everyone coming up. What's going on, Gear Queers? I'm Justin Golak. This is Gear Talk for Spring 2020. And on this episode, as always, I'm talking about gear. And the gear I'm talking about this season? Raincoats. Trench coats have the PR nightmare of being the go-to accessory for perverts. However, unlike the short, cornered-off mustache that Hitler spoiled, I think this tarnished adornment is more than salvageable. Don a trench with splashes of color underneath and around. Not only will it complement the blacks and tans these coats typically come in, it'll also make it clear to anyone you walk by that you for sure are wearing something underneath it. If a trench coat isn't seen as deviant, it can often be seen as stuffy. That's why I like to take particular care to lean into streetwear and athleisure components when I'm trenched up. Rocking this 9-to-5 staple with a clean pair of track pants is a great way to signal that you're not just another boring businessman. You might not even have a job. Hell yeah. And if you live in a city like Chicago where I stay, you know that winter is apt to push its way into spring every year. So if your April showers are all too often snow showers, the trench coat can easily be fitted with a hoodie and a beanie to make it a perfect chilly springtime look. Go Gadget drip. I like bringing classic, timeless pieces like the trench coat into my wardrobe because A, classics become classic for a reason, and B, I like the challenge of folding in something timeless into my wardrobe, mixing it with other looks, and making it look timely. It's fun to keep basics from becoming basic. When the rain starts pouring and the gusts start kicking up, you'll want a windbreaker style rain jacket in your wardrobe. This Tommy Hilfiger number is a favorite of mine. It's got a hood, so if a downpour hits, you can toss it up and keep your hair dry. Or, if you're like me and you've had less and less to keep dry over the last few years, it'll keep your fitted looking fresh too. The bright yellow base on this jacket really makes it, and by proxy the person wearing it, pop. This is a jacket you can get noticed in even when keeping 6 feet away from people. Sexy Gordon's Fisherman vibes. Rain or shine, we all may not be getting out as much as we're used to over the next few weeks, but whether it's an emergency toilet paper run, an impromptu balcony sing-along, or just giving your live-in partner a break from having to see you in pajama pants again, we all have to put on something over the next few weeks. Put a little thought into it. And as the adage goes, when you look good, you feel good. And I think we could all use a little feel good this spring. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you again for watching that video and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some good advice. I saw in the chat people asked me if I consider myself a tall boy. I am like 6'2", but again, like I feel like I'm bigger than I am tall. So it is still big boy summer, but if you can find yourself a Manute Bull type, he can lead your summer charge if you are a tall boy. So I don't even know if Manute Bull is still alive. RIP or congratulations on making it. Either one. So your next comic coming up she's so funny. They're so funny. They used to perform in Chicago, so I used to see them all the time. And now they are in LA. So if you live in LA, go see them in person. I don't know, maybe in 8 months. I don't know how LA is doing reopening, but it'll happen at some point. But if you can't make it out to LA, you can see them right now on our virtual stage. The very funny. Give it up. And remember, sorry, real quick, I know I was leading up some, but yeah, if you see the emojis bumping around the screen, that we do that with like comics and stuff. So show her your virtual laughs there, react, and that way they know that, you know, we're all seeing what's going on. So, all right, everybody, virtual round of applause. Throw those emojis out for Alex Seligson. Yeah.
Cause you ain't ready for the heat that I be bringing, so listen. On the chorus when the track they be singing like
sooner or later we'll all see who the prophet is, prophet is, prophet is, prophet is. Sooner or later we'll all see who the prophet is, prophet is, prophet is, prophet is. Sooner or later we'll all see who the prophet is, prophet is, prophet is, prophet is.
Hi. Yeah, I actually like just came out as non-binary during this whole quarantine thing. So sometimes I forget too. It was a very, very quick process. There's a lot to do when you come out as non-binary. There's a checklist. So first things first, they, them pronouns. We mess up sometimes. I mess up sometimes. I was going 31 years with she. So we're all getting used to it. It's cool. I didn't really like send out notifications. I kind of just put it up on my little name thing. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. Do it. So this is what you got to do when you come out. Okay. So you come out as non-binary, right? First things first, you got to shave your head. And I shaved my head. I shaved my head in October. I messed up my haircut. And then I was like, oh, I should just shave my head. But I was also drinking heavily at the time. And I thought if I shave my head, people will think I like did a full Britney. And this was before we were talking about free Britney. Like it was a completely different conversation a few months ago. But I shaved my head and then it started growing back. So I've already gone through the Jay Duplass phase. That's, you know, so we're past the Jay Duplass phase and now we're like in the Betty DeVille phase from the Rugrats. So right now it's just I don't know. We got to do something about this. Like I look like everyone's lesbian aunt in the 80s, but like you didn't know the aunt was a lesbian. She just had a roommate named Kathy that you also called your aunt. That's the hairstyle I have right now. Another thing I did as part of my process of coming out as non-binary was I bought a hybrid car. You want to be perceived. You know, you want people to perceive you the way you feel inside. And inside, I feel like an asshole Prius driver. And I have that now. I have that now. And oh my God, I'm so different. Throughout the quarantine, let's see, I've been watching The Masked Singer, but ironically. But then when you watch something ironically and you watch it live every Wednesday, you kind of have to admit yourself you're not doing it ironically. I had the same process with the Cheesecake Factory. If you grew up Jewish, you know the Cheesecake Factory is in fact Jewish culture. If you aren't Jewish, I don't have time to explain this to you. If you are, you get it. It's Jewish culture. And as an adult, I would go to the Cheesecake Factory and be like, haha, look, I'm so funny, like pretending to be an old Jewish woman. But it's like, if you're there once a week, it's not ironic. Really, really hard to admit to yourself. Let's see. The real reason I came out as non-binary was to save on my car insurance because women drivers get charged more. And now I got a new car. So now I'm going to change my license to non-binary and I'm going to get some money back. And that's how I come out as Jewish. It's crazy. Like during quarantine, I haven't gotten in a fight about Israel in like a year. Like a full year. Like I felt like I was almost gonna get in one because like Michael Shea said something on SNL about like only vaccinating the Jewish half. And yeah, I was mad about that. You know why? Because I fucking wrote that joke the day before and then Michael Shea did it and now I can't do it. I literally wrote that joke, and then Michael Shea did it, and then everyone got mad at him. But if I did it, no one would have gotten mad at me because I'm Jewish and I can say whatever I want about Israel. And what I say about Israel is we should change the name of Israel to Palestine, like Stein. Yeah, I fixed it. See, as an LGBT person, I think it's really funny the way people talk about guns. Like, I heard a guy be like, okay, yeah, I heard a guy. I didn't hear him. It was a comment, but like I heard him in my head. He was probably like, and he was like, if the government takes away our guns, that's an authoritarian overstep. And like, as a queer, I think that's adorable. There are laws where we can pee, when we can pee, what signs we need when we pee. There were laws where we could get married, when we could get married, but then Obama fixed that, I guess. There's laws about whether we could buy a cake or not. And now people are mad because not because they're going to have no guns, but because they have to have like slightly less. People are mad because they have to have like 7 guns. Like that's a small number. And then I asked them, why do you need 7 guns? And they're like, to protect myself from people impeding on my lifestyle. And I'm like, oh my God, you sound like you really want to use this. And maybe I need a gun now. Like, I'm so anti-gun. And then I argue with a person who loves guns. And then I'm like, holy shit, I need a gun now to protect myself from these people. And if that's what they were trying to do to get me on their side, then shit, man, it worked. Because I think I want a gun now to protect myself from people who love guns. Yeah, go look at queercoded.com for more political gay news.
I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there where the girls not have fun. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there where the girls not have fun.
Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going?
Hi.
I like your Palestine joke. I think that's great. I once thought driving through not the United States, I thought I drove through Kansas Rado, which is on the border of Kansas and Colorado. It's a city in Kansas. I drove through Texarkana, and I thought maybe we could do like a Israstein or like a Palesreal kind of thing.
Yeah, like Florabama is a thing.
I thought we could.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought we could maybe combine it. So, but I like your idea better, frankly.
Yeah,
but.
and I'm Jewish, so you have to listen to my idea. Are you Jewish too?
No, I'm not.
You
I'm
can.
just like a lot of things. So people, this is what I say is black people think I'm not black. White people think I'm not white. And anyone in the middle thinks I'm them. That's the general, what I get from the general population. So yeah, I've had a lot, dude. I got like just a guy, like I remember in college, a Persian guy at a party, like just cornered me for like 20 minutes. It was like, are you sure you're not Persian? I'm like, dude, I'm not even a little bit Persian, but he was convinced. But I think eventually I told him I was, and he gave me some beer and it worked out okay. But yeah, but I'm not Jewish, but thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
I got John Turturro face, which he is actually Jewish, I think, though, but he goes all over. Do you want to do like the whole interview about Israel, or do you want to do lighter?
We like cover a broader spectrum of things. I've been
Okay,
really
now that's
on my Israel arguments, as I said. And
so
I don't even know what they're doing.
I don't know if this is funny. I honestly just want to know, so I kind of even don't care. I'm just purely interested in this. What hybrid car did you get, and do you like it? Because I've been looking. This is pure, like, real question.
I got a Prius. I got a Prius LE, and I fucking love it.
That's awesome. Because so here's the only thing I was looking at is because I have a Jetta right now. I'm sorry.
That was my first car.
Really? Did your family didn't get weird about it? The whole Volkswagen thing?
We only had German cars. I'm the first one to break the cycle. I'm not even kidding. I am the first person in my whole Jewish family to not get a German car.
Well, I guess sometimes you just got to partition out, right? It's like the highway system. It's the one thing they did right, like.
Well, you know what? As a kid, as a kid, we belonged to this like a beach club. It's like a country club, but on the beach, you know, for all people who weren't rich in Florida. This particular country club did not allow Jews till the 70s, but then like in the 70s, every Jew just joined. Like there's no like, oh, I'm gonna boycott it. Like the second we were allowed, they're like, fuck yeah. And then I didn't find out till way later, like we weren't welcome.
Hey, I thought we weren't going to talk about Palestine anymore. All right. Anyway, so I really am in the market. Did you like your Jetta too when you had a Jetta?
Well, I had the Jetta. I had a Tiguan in between, and then, I liked it too. It was just about that time to get a new car, and
I also like mine, and I was just doing research, and like the new Jettas only get like 5 miles per hour or 5 miles per gallon less than the new Priuses. So I was like, I don't know. Do I want to go hybrid? Obviously, I want to help the environment, but like I'm also looking for that gas savings.
I get it. You want the Prius.
All right, I'll look into it. I probably still not in the market for maybe another year or so, but I'll definitely check it out based on your rep.
Contact me in a year. I will hopefully see you live.
Because I want to know how it's going, you know. So I also like honestly, like I had to rent a Tesla for a project, and so I got to drive it for like a day.
Those scare the shit out of me.
It was the most fun I've ever had in a car, and honestly, I don't know, like I probably feel the same way about Elon Musk that some Jews feel about German cars, where I'm like, I don't know if I can support it as much as I like
I'm
the vehicle.
same way, but Teslas freak the shit out of me. I was driving home from a show at the West Side Comedy Theater. This is, if you're in LA, this is like on the beach, and I was driving inland to downtown. I was in traffic stuck for like 45 minutes. And you know when you're stuck in traffic and it's like, oh my God, someone better have died for me to be sitting here like this.
Yeah.
I finally get past, and I'm like, oh my God, of course it's a Tesla. I get home, I'm on Facebook, and my friend Vicky has a post saying, oh my God, my boyfriend's Tesla just like just crashed ourselves into a wall on the 10. And it was her. So
it was like was it like the auto drive thing?
Yeah. And it was raining and something happened and it just smashed them into the wall.
Damn.
Anyway, now I never say that someone better be dead because I'm like, oh, I knew her that time. Fine. Totally fine. I saw her. This was like a year and a half ago. I saw her last week. She is totally fine.
That's great. Good end to that story. April Fool's, she's dead. But only on the inside, like us all. I don't know, dude. I had so much fun driving it. I didn't use the auto drive feature at all. To me, the kind of genius of Elon Musk and the Tesla brand, which is like not much, but what it was is to me as a younger person, it felt like the first thing that wasn't a car. It was like a gadget, because I'm not like a car guy. And so for me, I'm like, oh shit, this is like driving a cell phone. You know what I mean? Like it was that way. It's like, oh, they put wheels on an iPhone. Pretty chill. So I don't know. It was fun in that way.
You have to replace your iPhone a lot. Like you don't want something with false obsolescence in charge of your life.
That's smart. That makes sense.
Won't kill you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. We'll have you back on the show in a year, and
If you're alive in a year, I'll tell you what car to get.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I got the Jetta, so I got a great safety record and tons.
Jettas keep us alive. Don't go in a Tesla. I don't trust them. They're going to turn on us when we talk about the robot uprising. That's what they're talking about. It's Tesla, and we need to listen.
That makes sense. I think that's a great place to end. Watch out for robots. Enjoy Alex's comedy. You can find their stuff at queercoded.com right there. You see it on their little thing there. And also always go into the comments and you can find links to stuff there. Seeing some big boy summer emotes bouncing around my face. Appreciate it. Thank you, Alex, so much for doing the show, man. Crushed it as always. I was about to say I haven't seen them live in a long time, but I haven't seen anyone live in a long time. But so it was great to see the jokes, and it was very funny. Always one of my faves from back in the Chicago days and now in the virtual days. So next, we got a video coming up. So Glamhag, very talented creator. They are showing some videos for us tonight. So we're going to cut to that. So enjoy their stuff, and you can always, again, find info about them in the comments, link to their stuff. They got a whole bunch of stuff. So if you like this, there's more where that came from. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out this next thing.
Hold me closer for a moment, lady. Hope this is my only.
Now they wanna see me fall because they have lower self-esteem.
All right, hell yeah, that was Glamhag. So as you saw, they have a very easy to remember URL, glamhag.com. Check that out. They have so many different videos posted or links to different projects they're a part of. So a wide breadth of creativity over at that site. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, and maybe you're like, I like that, but I'd like to even see some different stuff by that creator, you could go over to their website. So unfortunately, we don't have Glamhag here to interview tonight because, big reveal, I actually am Glamhag. Hello, how's it going? I am Glamhag. So this is the big reveal. I'm just kidding, April Fools. Do you see, that wasn't funny. That was just me lying. You guys all trusted me and I blew your trust. That's not a joke. That's just me lying. And that's the fourth rule, Big Boy Summer. Only lie to the cops. Be honest to everybody else. Big Boy Summer, get them Doritos flying. Get them Doritos flying, babies. All right, so real quick, I'm going to show a quick little clip and then we'll get into our final act. So, so we're going to do a show next Thursday, April 8th. Starts at 9, just like this show, and it's a different show. It's the first of its kind, and we want to keep it recurring, maybe monthly, maybe even weekly. Kind of depends on you guys because we need you guys, people that are in the chat right now, people that have watched in the past. Tell your friends, tell your aunt, tell your cousins, especially your cousins. This would be a great show for cousins. We're doing basically like a old style, well, I'm sure it still exists, but no one cares, like an old style call-in radio show, so it's going to be me, and then we also got Rob Steinberg, we got Ray Holub, we got Michael Gow, people you've definitely seen on this show before, and we're each going to have an hour chunk of programming, stylized the way we want to stylize it, and we're going to be taking call-ins, just the way political shows, sports talk shows, advice shows, all those shows from the radio where guests would call in and talk to a host and you could get advice, or you could talk about 9/11, or you could say that you think they shouldn't have traded, Jeter or whatever. You can have that now on Twitch with 3, I guess technically 4, but 3 different blocks, 3 different chunks of programming. So different styles, whatever you want to be a part of. So, we love having you sound off in the chat during the show, but to be honest, that happens on Twitch, right? And a lot of times on Twitch, you can chat with somebody in the chat who's like a 22-year-old in a bikini in a little kiddie pool. And that's going to be better than looking at me. So the way we up it is you actually call in. We put the Zoom link out. You call into the Zoom link. You get inside like a waiting room where we ask you, like, what do you want to talk about? And then as soon as it's your turn, you zip in down to the screen with me and we talk about whatever. Or you could talk to Rob Steinberg, or you could talk to Michael Gow and Ray Holub. So we got 3 different hours of programming. They're all different. So come to the first one this Thursday. Even if you don't want to call in, if you're a little bit shy, watch the show. It's going to be fun. We're going to cover a lot of different topics. Like I said, we want to keep doing it. We want it to be a sustained part of the channel, and kind of just foster that interaction and honestly kind of bring to a new format something that is kind of gone now because of technology moving. But I think the idea was a fun thing. This kind of host interacting with the public at large about a variety of things, depending on what the kind of show structure was. So we got a little short trailer, we'll call it, for this Thursday, and then we will get right into our last act. But please call in next Thursday, or please at least hang out. But let's roll that clip for everybody right now. Yeah, I see people talking about cousins in the chat. This is the I want to talk to all of your cousins. This is at least my chunk that I want to do. Mine is Abandon All Hope. If you're looking at the titles, it's chat, it's current event chat and advice for those who have given up hope, which I think is a good chunk of the population. But I want to talk to cousins. I want the one who's addicted to fentanyl. I want the one who is a stockbroker but still like lives in a studio apartment. That seems strange. Like I want all the cousins, I want the too many pets cousin. I want the not a lot of pets but weird ones cousin. I want all the cousins. So tell your cousins to watch, but you also watch. And with that out of the way, let's get into our last guest, returning champion, the people's champion, the best musical artist in the history of music. I'm taking all the way from bongo drums in caves to synth music in the 80s to whatever Travis Scott is doing now. I've literally never heard better music in my entire life. No hyperbole. Give it up for the great, the wonderful Lucia Whalen, everybody.
But I could not find your rhythm, so I stuck to it.
Wow, thank you. Oh, that's true. I am going to play 2 songs, one original and one that I learned an hour ago, but I thought, why not here? Okay, this is called Every Morning. There's a sharp pain in my chest, started burning right when you left. It hurt to think your name, amazing how one sound can cause so much pain. I replay the stroke of your fingertip moving up my spine as the light broke through the blinds. That first morning, still a time when there was sunshine before 9 months of rain. Still the time when there was sunshine. That first morning, I got really drunk. I thought that would be enough, but there was a break and a crack. Don't remember what happened next. We woke on opposite sides of the bed. I didn't stay, I left that last morning. But breaking isn't always bad. Sweaty palms make it easy to let go of the past. So world is king, so stop clinging. Feel the winds, they are changing. He's not God, so stop praying. Keep breathing every morning. How do you let go of the past when it's tattooed on your skin? When the sun is at your back, a permanent inscription. How do you learn to love again when your heart is broken? To wake up from the dream and rejoin the living. So world is king, so stop clinging. Feel the winds, they are changing. You are God, so keep praying. Keep breathing every morning. Keep breathing every morning. Keep breathing. That one was written about when a condom broke and he did not handle it well. Okay. The next one, it's a cover, and I just heard it and it's so beautiful, and I wanted to share it because I feel like it's very Rel. It's called Tomorrow Will Be Kinder by the Secret Sisters. If I mess up halfway through, I'm just gonna play a different song. Okay. Black clouds are behind me. I now can see ahead. Often I wonder why I try, hoping for an end. Sorrow weighs my shoulders down, and trouble haunts my mind. But I know the present will not last, and tomorrow will be kinder. Tomorrow will be kinder. It's true, I've seen it before. A brighter day is coming my way. Yes, tomorrow will be kinder. Today I've cried many a tear, and pain is in my heart. Around me lies a somber scene. I don't know where to start, but I feel warmth on my skin, and stars have all aligned. The wind has blown, but now I know that tomorrow will be kinder. Tomorrow will be kinder. It's true, I've seen it before. A brighter day is coming my way. Yes, tomorrow will be kinder. A brighter day is coming my way. Yes, tomorrow will be kinder.
Hey, I gotta keep it 100. Feel like I just hit the lotto. I'm from the street like a taco. Better know I'm going out deep. I got an ill way like the Broncos. Better take cover like a poncho. My style in a whole nother time zone.
Hey, all right.
Yay!
Lucia, thanks for coming back. I think that everything I said in the intro, you lived up to it, so it all works out good.
Very cool.
Are you wearing a kimono right now?
I'm wearing a kimono.
Hell yeah. I got a couple kimonos in my wardrobe and I'm a big fan.
I just got this one for $30 on Etsy, and I'm gonna buy like 5 more. It's made me feel a lot better about
Ooh,
like,
dude, I started off with one kimono too, and now I'm up to 2, and it could get wilder. We'll see. Big boy summer rule number 5: layer up even when it's warm out. All right, when you're a big boy, you gotta have a delicate balance of pride and shame in your body at the same time. So, but yeah, Lucia, welcome to the kimono person summer. We can start that together, because I'm a big Kimono Gang fan, so I'm glad you're a part of it now.
hell yeah.
Is that is it like palm trees on it, or?
Oh, it's little birds and flowers. I'll shoot you a link.
Yeah, drop that link in the chat. Everyone, what if this person just sold like
everyone
50?
here wears this kimono?
Yeah, and I just love the idea of just like someone getting an Etsy order for like 50 kimonos. Like, what happened tonight that just like kimono orders blew up? Lucia, you always play great music. You also have you always have a great behind you. I assume you have an amazing place because you're in a different place than you were last time. You just have 2 good walls though, apparently.
I live in a garden apartment that is also the downstairs of my dad's 2 flat.
Nice. Do you ever go to the bar Big City Tap on Belmont
No.
and Sheffield?
I've never been.
Affectionately known as Big Shitty. It's a 4 a.m. bar connected to a 4 a.m. liquor store. I lived above that in a studio apartment on an air mattress for 3 years. So
Ooh.
you just got to do it, man. You just gotta live in cool places. So, how have you been? Again, like you are our first guest, and now you're our last guest. No more shows after this. Kidding, April Fools. See, it's not funny, but like, but no, but you have. It's been almost. I don't know. It's been what, like 6-7 months, or it's been a chunk
Yeah.
of time. So, how have you enjoyed creating songwriting during a time when like input is so low, like you're not getting new experiences or anything, relatively speaking?
I already struggle with songwriting. That song is like one of 3 songs I've written that is fine to play. So I'm not really much of a songwriter. I make music with my sister and she writes like crazy. Like I'm also a stand-up. And I've realized that songwriters and stand-ups have a very similar creative process. I think all artists do, where like my sister will wake up and just like have a song. She'll be in the shower and like a song will come into her head. And I have that experience with jokes and with writing, but not music. And I think it's just like, so I have to like try really hard to write. So short answer is none.
3 is still pretty good though. Three's not bad for like what we've been going through. Like at least you're picking up something.
Oh no, I haven't written 3 now. I've written like 3 in my lifetime.
Oh, in your whole life. That is awful.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
have a
sorry.
lot of originals. I do a lot of
okay.
covers. But that's why like Crown Blue is a band I have with 2 other people and I don't write any of the songs. I just sing them, which is my ideal situation.
So you do is Crown Blue, is that with your sister, or do you work on a different project with your sister?
No, that's with Jenna Gephardt and Steve Bannon.
Oh, awesome. Do you and your sister
Steve Gerrard. I forgot his last name for a second.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, but we're gonna move past. I don't care. I mean, hey, you want to do white supremacy songs? I mean, if they sound that good, I might listen. Anytime I hear white nationalist music, I'm like, this is also just bad music, even if the ideas weren't putrid. The music is also bad, but you know, I feel like you might be able to get away with it. I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying that as a compliment.
Very well.
So do you and your sister have like a good creative relationship, or is it more like a Gallagher's brother kind of thing?
Yeah, we have a good creative relationship. She just like sends me songs she's a really amazing musician. You can find our songs on soundcloud.com, Megan Lush. It's just casual though. All of this is just fun. But yeah, we have a good creative process. She just sends me stuff. That's sort of my creative process, is I get sent stuff.
That's pretty cool. Is she an older sister, younger sister?
She's younger.
Okay. Does that make you, is that like, do you ever feel like, oh man, I gotta do cool, I should be sending the songs, I'm the older sister?
Yeah.
Or do you feel like you're just better than her in every other way, so it's okay?
No, she's better than me. She's studying to be a doctor.
Doctors stink. Overrated.
That's what I said. I could be a doctor if I wanted. I would be a really good doctor. Do you ever feel that? You're like, I would be such a good doctor. I'm just not going to go to med school for it. Every doctor I've been to, I'm like, you could have Googled that. I've had to figure out every diagnosis I've ever had. Doctors don't do a thing.
Now, to be fair, I don't want to get controversial, especially in the middle of a pandemic, but I couldn't agree with you more. I would say 8 out of, and I don't even go to the doctor that often, but I'd say 80% of my doctor visits, I'm like, you stink at your job in a way that I can't even describe. Like, you're so bad at your job.
Like emergency room doctors, no. Like COVID doctors, obviously okay.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, who are all of them?
Yeah. I feel like a specialist is like the most bullshit too, because it's like, yeah, I'm just going to focus on one thing and do it okay. Whereas if you feel like an ER doctor, it's like, oh, this guy's got the flu, this guy got shot in the head, he's got to do all that stuff.
I'll stitch you up.
Yeah, that seems like a doctor. I feel like a doctor that works on backs, I'm like, you're not even really a doctor, you're just a back guy, you know? They should only give you the doctor title if you can do all the stuff. Like if you can do a foot, if you can deliver a baby, you got to be able to do all the stuff to be a doctor, I think.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I do feel that way about some stuff. Never doctor, but your mentality I've had many times where I'm like, I just don't want to do that, but I could do that.
I could do that. I just don't want to go to med school for 50 years.
Yeah. I feel like, you know what I've always wanted to do? And I mean, since I was like in high school, meaning like I probably could have at least tried. I was like, I should just practice field goal kicking like 4 hours a day, every day, and just try to be like an NFL place kicker. Cause like I get money, I don't have to get hit. That would be fun. And I could have done that and I never did it. So
is that a hard job to get?
I mean, I don't think it's easy because there's only 32 of them, but like, again, like I don't know who's trying really hard to be great at it.
Right.
So that was kind of my mentality. If I'm like, just focus on this, put all my time into perfecting this, I don't know.
I agree.
Well, Lucia Whalen, thank you so much for doing the show again. Maybe we'll have you back a third time. I don't think we've done that before, but you would definitely be in contention to be the first because you are great. Thank you so much for doing the show. Please go check out Lucia's stuff on Spotify. You see the link there. And she's in like 8 different bands, so go check all that stuff out too. So Lucia, thanks for doing the show.
Thank you.
Okie dokie, Smokies. That has been our show. So thank you very much for tuning in. Like I said, I can't stress enough. Please come out next Thursday. Same time, same Twitch channel right here, 9:00 Central Time. So, do the calculations for your time zone. But there it is. I was hoping it was going to pop up. Oh, that looks nice. It's even got the video. I didn't even see this. So yeah, Abandon All Hope. That's my show. Advice and current event chat for those who have given up. Our next caller is you. That's with Rob Steinberg. He's going to do something where he'll talk to you and then work in some like, what do you call it? Like aesthetics, like live drawing and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. And American Weirdo in Chicago with Ray Holub and Michael Gow. He's literally going to be doing a show where like you call in at different points and you add to like a creative process where like at the end of every show he does, he'll have some kind of full form creative project done that you can participate in along the way. So it's all cool stuff. And it's all different. So, tune in for the whole programming blocks. But if there's a specific block that you think would be fun for you to participate in that. Tell your cousins to call in. We want you. You zoom in and we'll chat just like I was with Lucia, right? 2 heads on a screen. We'll chat it up and it'll be fun. So tune in. We'll have the Zoom link posted while the show's going on so you can tune in. So that's it. That's it on that. And so we got the next variety show coming up for 415. 415, that is hosted by Jason Melton, the stepdad of the Open Studio. You gotta be at your stepdad's place this weekend, kids. But he's a nice one. He's not one of the bad ones. So you will have a great time. Robert Rule is very funny. Musical guest is tight. One of my favorite bands in the city. And Kevin Michael Wesson is also a muy talented, so it will be a fun one. So definitely check that out. Remember, please follow us. Again, we have I think we have a show every Thursday in April. So, and I know we even got a new one starting in April, not on Thursdays. So Jason Melton has a show. It's 420, right? 420 is the first one. So you can get high as the bejesus and then come watch Jason Melton his new show, RoboCop 2, which is a previous podcast he did, and now he's bringing new episodes to this forum with video. So basically the point is the easiest thing is just to subscribe to our channel, follow our channel, get notifications, and then you can find out when we're going live. You can come to all our stuff. If you liked anyone you saw tonight, just find their stuff in the description below, click the link. And if you want to be a part of the Open Studio in any way, that means if you want to kind of just connect and talk about art, if you want to collaborate with people, if you want to contribute to this show. And like I said, we're starting new stuff. Maybe you want to do a different type show. I mean, maybe it better be a good idea, but definitely we could do it. So don't be like me with my place kicking dreams. Get motivated and get on the Discord and come chat with us. And if you like the show and you want to throw it a little bit of cash, there's a donation link down below. That goes to everyone you saw on the show tonight. Like I've said in the past, we're just splitting it up evenly. We're doing communism. Be the change you want to be. So that's our show. Please keep coming back. Thank you to Jackie Manti for the Dimension. Thank you to Michael Gow for the intro. And thank you to Stephanie Duffy and Michael Gow for directing the show. But please, what did I say? Michael Gow? Oh, I've been just saying his now. He's the one that corrected me. Pretty egotistical. All right, just let Gao take credit for directing. Jesus, Michael. All right, yeah, Michael Garrity is who directs the show. He's very mad that I said that. He's screaming at me right now. You can't hear it. It's vicious. Lots of slurs. So, anyways, if you want to hang out with us after the show, it's always a fun time. Speaking of Zoom credentials, we will put those up. So, maybe kind of like as a warm up for this coming Thursday, you can just hang out with the group of us for a little bit backstage, and we can chat it up. So, follow that Zoom link if you want to chat with us. With everyone you saw here tonight and the directors like Michael Gao, who directed the show so brilliantly. You can talk to all of us. So come, but that is it. See you in a couple weeks. See you throughout April and May. We got a lot of stuff coming up. You guys are the best. Big boy summer. Later, everybody.